Ultimately, what happened that scramble for more colonial positions started taking. We had seen the scramble, we had studied that there was scramble in Africa, there was scramble in Asia, there was scramble in Latin America. Apart from this, we had also noticed that there was rise of military powers across the Europe. Everyone wanted to be a superior power, be it Britain was there, now it was coming up of Germany. With the unification of Germany, it became a military state. It wanted to have that prestige like France and Britain. Is it clear? Ultra-nationalism had been growing on. Number of secret alliances. Germany went to have a secret alliance with Austria. Then it went to have a secret alliance with Russia. Right? So what happened when all these nations were interlinked with a secret alliance? When one cause of the event was spurred, ultimately all the events, all the chain of events started because somebody had a pact with someone, another one had a pact with another one. So when this will be in problem, then his friend will come to help, then his friend will come to help. So it led to everyone lead into this whole series of events. Okay. Apart from this, all this process of imperialism market, it is said that it has set the highest stage for capitalism. Now understand over here is that these imperialists, they had more of economic interest, right? They were more of the merchant classes and they wanted this concept of free market trade more than political ideology. This time it was based on this free market trade, and one of the historians had very clearly also said that after all the guns, or you can say all the weapons created are not for the are not to shoot pigeons on holiday. It means that when this capitalist class was developing, okay, along with the industrial revolution when it was happening, they definitely needed a ground where they could test their products, right? And who were benefiting a lot by this was war was the industries who are making weapons. I have seen in one of the series which was related to World War that the capitalist class or the people dealing with the war weapons were lot benefited by this. So it was in their interest also. Now they also wanted this new market for their manufactured products to be sold. The classic example we'll write over here is of British imperialism. Okay, British imperialism in India. What happened over here? That the raw material, okay, the raw material from India was taken in the Britain area. Their industrial revolution was sustained, and when the manufactured good was produced, that raw material was sold to different parts of the world. Is it clear? Now, in the same way, the raw material to manufacture these goods, they were also supplied from the colonies. Now, this became the primary reason to control this territory of Asia, Africa, and Latin America. There was supply of very free labor, cheap labor. There was supply of multiple resources, right? So what was happening? Nations, they wanted to exploit it more and more. How will they sustain their own industrial revolution of 19th century when they will exploit other lands, right? Now, apart from this whole process, there was rise of extreme nationalism because these people had a superiority complex that we are white, it's a white man's burden, like Britishers had over here. Britishers, they also had this white men's burden. It is on us that we have to civilize the people across the world. Is it clear? Now, see this map over here and see there are certain uh, allied forces. Okay, I will write it down like this. This is how, after the secret treaties, the whole world had been divided in 1914. Now, in the allied forces, I will write it down over here. It is your England, it is your France, right? Later, Russia joins them in 1907, but Russia leaves this whole war in 1917, right? Why? Because in next class I'll be discussing that Russian revolution had been taking place over here. Is it clear? Now, another thing which we notice over here is that apart from the allied forces, we also notice here is the central forces. And what are the central forces? Or central powers, not the forces. Basically, it is Germany, it is Austria-Hungary, it is Bulgaria, and it is Turkey. Initially, Italy was there, but Italy also joins the allied forces. But these are the major countries. So what happens? C is fighting A. Ultimately, this whole war, let me tell you the story. How it starts. It is this one. What happens when the Prince of Austria, he is on a vacation, right? And it is said that he has been killed by a person from Serbia. So what happens that ultimately they declare a war on Serbia. Germany comes in support of Austria. Now, for Serbia, it is England and France which come and support it. Is it clear? This was the immediate cause. But ultimately, what did we saw in Europe? That after the Vienna Congress, everyone wanted to gain that power. They saw how well England had been performing. So they also wanted to have that power. Let's very quickly see over here in detail the causes of war. I have told you the question has come regarding how far Germany was responsible. But all these factors somewhere you have to mention in the answer. The first cause over here is ultra-nationalism amongst the European nation. Second one over here is the military and arms race which was going on across the European countries. The third one over here is system of secret alliance. These were formed in 1892, triple-entered and triple alliance. We'll see, right? Fourth, Eastern question, right? Fifth, role of media in forming the public opinion. Sixth, imperialism and economic competition. Seventh, absence of international organization. Eighth, situation in Germany. And ninth and 10th, you can say the last immediate cause over here is assassination of Archduke Ferdinand of Austria in by a Serbian man. Is it clear? All these causes. Now,